In this video, we will build a Snowflake pipeline that calculates slowly changing dimensions. Let's understand how it works and see its capabilities. This pipeline leverages the slowly changing dimension processor that generates updates to a Type 1 or Type 2 slowly changing dimension by evaluating change data against master dimension data. You may use this processor in a pipeline to update slowly changing dimension data, stored in a database table or a set of files. And now let's see how to use this processor. First, you need to go to the Snowflake platform and create 2 new tables. To do that, access your Snowflake account. Click on the plus icon to create a new SQL worksheet, then run the query to build the 2 new tables, namely SCD_employees and SCD_change. They have multiple fields. We have also inserted multiple values into these fields. If you want to see the current output in the SCD_employees table, as this is the table we will be doing changes to, run the command to check all the fields of SCD_employees table. Now it's time to build our Snowflake pipeline. Move over to your StreamSets platform. Proceed to Build and Pipelines. Once you are on the Pipelines page, click Create a Pipeline. You may name it SCD Pipeline. You can also give it a description, My SCD Pipeline. Select the transformer for Snowflake engine type and start with blank pipeline. Click Next. Keep the defaults. Finally, select Save and Open in Canvas. Once you find yourself on an empty canvas, you can start creating a pipeline. First, you should add a Snowflake table origin. Once the origin is added, click the Snowflake table stage. Proceed to the General tab and title your origin as Read from Employees. You may keep the origin type name in the description field. Next, move over to the Table tab. To use the database and schema defined in the pipeline properties, click the Select Table icon to explore Snowflake data for the pipeline to use. Select the StreamSets DB, then choose the AD schema, and finally, select the SCD_employees table. Once done, click Save to continue. We will need one more origin to run this pipeline. Click the Read from Employees origin and click Copy to duplicate the origin. Under the General tab, replace the origin title with Read from Change and enter description as type of origin. Next, move over to the Table tab and change the table from SCD_employees to SCD_change. Once done, click Save to continue. In order to perform the previously described changes, we will need to add the slowly changing dimension processor. Search and select the slowly changing dimension processor from the stage. Now, connect the 2 origins to the input of the processor. You may title it Update Employees and keep the processor type name in the description field. Move to the Dimension tab. When you configure a slowly changing dimension pipeline, it's important to configure pipeline properties and all stage properties appropriately for your use case. For example, here we will have to add several settings. Type 2 must be selected from the SCD type field. Name the key columns field as ID. Click on Specify Version column. In the opened version column field, enter version as the name. Check the Specify Active Flag option. Set the Active Flag column as Active. Choose the active column type as True/False. Click on Specify Timestamp columns. When you click Specify Timestamp columns, 2 fields will open. The Start Timestamp column field should be named Start Timestamp, and the End Timestamp column field should be named End Timestamp. In the Behavior for New Columns field, select Keep for Newest Rows and set to Null for previous rows from the available options. Finally, let's add a destination. Click Add Stage and select the Snowflake table from the Destination tab. You can title it as Write to Employees and leave the destination type name in the description field. Proceed to the Table tab and click on the Table field. Enter the database and schema information in the respective fields. Enter the table name that will be created by the pipeline in the Snowflake database. Click Save to continue. Next, set the write mode to propagate updates from slowly changing dimension processor. Keep the rest of the settings as default. Now we are ready to validate and preview our pipeline to verify it runs correctly. Click Validate to validate the pipeline configuration. Once you see validation successful, then run preview. We can see that no errors are detected. Observe the preliminary output below the canvas. Now we are going to run this pipeline as a job. Click Close Preview to continue. Click Check-in. Specify the commit message. Click Publish and Next to continue. Check the details and click Save and Create New Job. You may specify a description and job tags if needed. Keep the default and click Next. Again, click Next to continue. Finally, click Start and Monitor Job. Monitor the job status here below the canvas window. It will change from active to deactivating and then inactive. That means that the job has finished. Now it's time to check the result. Let's proceed with the next step. Go back to the Snowflake platform and navigate to the worksheet you have been working on. Look for the SCD_ table that we had before running the pipeline. We will compare it with the final output. To do this, run the same query. Select all from the SCD_ employees table. Take note of the changes. A slowly changing dimension pipeline compares the changed data against the master dimension data and then updates the master dimension data, which in this case is our SCD_ employees table. You will notice that we have 2 additional records in our output table, one for Tom from Atlanta and one for Greg from Costa Rica. Congratulations! You have successfully built a Snowflake pipeline that calculates the slowly changing dimensions. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.